A more focused election process. If political campaigns were limited to just 1 week, elections would become much more direct and concentrated. Instead of months or even years of campaigning, politicians would have to communicate their policies and visions quickly, leading to a more efficient election process. Reduced campaign costs. One of the biggest benefits would be a significant reduction in campaign spending. Currently, political campaigns cost billions of dollars, with much of that money spent on advertising, rallies, and promotional materials. A 1-week campaign would dramatically cut these expenses, making elections more accessible to candidates who lack massive financial backing. Less political fatigue. In many countries, extended election seasons exhaust voters, leading to disengagement and frustration. With only a week of campaigning, citizens wouldn't be bombarded with endless political ads, debates, and speeches, potentially increasing interest and participation in the process. More policy, less drama. Shorter campaigns would leave little room for personal attacks and sensationalized scandals. Candidates would have to focus on their policies and plans rather than spending months attacking opponents. Voters would likely hear more about real issues rather than political mudslinging. Higher voter turnout. Many people lose interest in politics due to the long, drawn-out nature of campaigns. A condensed, high-energy campaign could generate more excitement and urgency, leading to increased voter participation. With a shorter time frame, people might feel a greater responsibility to pay attention and make an informed decision. A level playing field. In lengthy campaigns, wealthier candidates and parties often have an advantage because they can afford extended advertising and promotions. A 1-week campaign would reduce this gap, giving all candidates a fairer opportunity to reach voters without relying on excessive funding. Challenges in voter education. One major downside is that voters would have less time to research candidates and policies. If not carefully managed, a shorter campaign could lead to people making uninformed decisions, relying only on quick impressions rather than deep analysis of policies. Limited candidate exposure. Some candidates, especially those from smaller parties or independent backgrounds, might struggle to gain recognition in just a week. The election process would need to ensure fair media coverage so that all voices could be heard, not just those of established political figures. Media and debate adjustments. News outlets and debate organizers would have to adapt to the new format, ensuring that candidates receive equal time and coverage. Televised debates might become more frequent and intense, forcing politicians to present their ideas clearly and concisely. A more engaged and decisive society. Overall, a 1-week campaign could lead to a political culture that values substance over spectacle. With less time for distractions, voters and candidates alike would be forced to focus on what truly matters: policies, leadership, and the future of their country.